Hi everyone. Today I would like to share with you a practice that is about opening and cooling. So we'll be doing stretches and really opening the front body. We won't just do that, we will also be doing some strengthening, of course, always strengthening before stretching, and some core work, because those are that's essential. Okay, so but first of all, let's come down to the mat for a brief moment of arriving here. So come into Shavasana, and for this time, let's put your left hand on your lower belly and your right hand on your chest. Just leave them there. Close your eyes. And just see if you can, despite all the racket around you maybe, as over here the whole day they've been working on a roof, then they started at a different house working on the bathroom, I think, drilling, hacking, a lot of noise. Anyway, I decided to go ahead anyway. It's a good practice too, to not get distracted, or try not to get distracted by all the surrounding sounds and noises. Even drills I hear now. All right, good. Well, arrive on your mat, close your eyes. One hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. And with this, I would like to emphasize the belly breathing that we'd like to cultivate. Really sending your breath down to the belly. And your other hand that's on your chest is like a check to not have the chest move. Really sending the breath down to your belly. Good. And then slowly open your eyes. Bring your legs together, extend your arms overhead, and take a nice stretch. Pointing the feet, stretching the arms overhead, flexing the feet. Keep on stretching with the arms, maybe engaging your belly button to spine already here a little bit. Good. And then reach with your right, pointing the right foot, stretching the right hand, pointing the left foot, stretching the left hand. Nice stretch. Good. And then stretching both. And release. And then let's come. Oh my goodness, it's really noisy. Roll to your side and come into an easy seat. Maybe you would like to use a blanket here. I like to use a blanket for this. So you're just really with your legs in crisscross applesauce position. Ankles are crossed in front of your pubic bone, so to say. Okay, and then we'll start with our neck. Just gently letting our right ear tilt towards our right shoulder. Find your breath. Come back to the center, tilt your head to the left. Find your breath. Bring it back to center, and then let's move it with the breath. So inhale to the side, exhale to center. Inhale to the side, you can close your eyes. Inhale, exhale to the center. Inhale to the side, exhale to the center. Inhale to the side, and exhale to center. Now take your right hand and put it on the left back round part of your head. And then slowly let your chin move towards your chest. So we're getting a little bit of a diagonal stretch here in the neck. Almost from your left shoulder to your right ear. And we're not putting any weight on it. It's just our hand guiding our head there. So your hand is on that left back round corner of your head. Find your breath. And come gently back up. Then switch the hands. Take your left hand, bring it to the right back corner of your head. And again, let your chin go towards your chest. So you're here on a diagonal because of the little bit of touch from the hand on that right back corner of your head. Find your breath. Good. So then gently bring your head back up. All right. Then we're going to take the arms up and down with our breath. I hope it's not too noisy for you here. Okay, but let's use that to just make an extra effort to concentrate on ourselves here, on our breath. So on the inhale, arms come up. Exhale, they go down. Follow your breath. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. When your inhale starts before your arms are down, you just go back up. Exhale down. My exhale is down, for example. Out already. Let's start our inhale, and then your arms go back up. So let it be continuous. Just follow the breath. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. A few more, because we're starting to feel our shoulders a little bit. They're warming up, and the upper arms are a little bit warming up. Inhale up and exhale down. And inhale up and exhale down. Good. Inhale up and exhale down. Follow your breath for 3 more. Good, and bring your arms down to your knees. Okay, then we're gonna take our arms into eagle. So bring your arms forward, bend them at the elbow, and then bring your right elbow into your left elbow. You can also twist around your hands, but it's not necessary, just keep them here. Elbows on the height of your shoulder. Good. Find your breath first, and then we're gonna move a little bit. We're going to go 5 times up and down with the breath. So here we go. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. 2 more times. Your own breath. Good. Unravel the arms. Shake them out for a little bit. If everything is okay, you are starting to feel your upper arms and the shoulders. Now we're going to put our left elbow in our right, so we turn it around, and make sure when we're moving that we don't go lower than the shoulders. But let's make the movement is only short, but from the shoulders up and down to the level of the shoulders again. Okay, so here we go. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. You might notice that you want to try and breathe with your chest. But keep sending that breath to your belly. Really sticking your belly out, filling up. Good, and then we had 5 on that side. All right, shake them out. Stretching, warmed up and stretch the shoulders. All right, now we're going to take core circles, and you might want to change your feet around in this position in your easy seat. And hands will be on our knees, and we're just going to take circles to the right, back around, and to the front. You can start small and bigger. It's really up to you how you feel and what feels good for you. So, and the breath, we take along the inhale when we come to the front, and exhale when we go back. Inhale front, and exhale back. Good. Take 5 more with your own breath, at your own pace, I mean. I lost count. Let's go to the other side. So left around. Inhale on the front, exhale on the back. Good. See if you can get the core circles to initiate from the belly button, Or just bring your attention to your belly button, and then that might happen already without any exaggerated force. Just thinking about our belly button already gets a little engagement there. Good. All right, I think we've had enough on the left side. And then, yes, if your knees are still good to go, let's take a side stretch. So take your right hand to the mat, left hand comes up and over, just a nice side stretch. And side stretch to the other side. And again, combine it with your breath, so exhaling to the side. Inhale when you come up, and you can take your gaze up and exhale to the side. Inhale up, exhale side. Inhale up, and exhale side. Maybe take 3 more. 4 to make it even. Very good. And then I come back to center. Yes, unwrap your knees and come to all fours. We're gonna warm up the spine here with cat-cow, but we're gonna again be moving it through. So a cat-cow flow. So on an inhale, so first of all, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Inhale, nose turns upward, and your back arches. Exhale, rounding the spine. Just take 2 more here with your breath. Inhale, and exhale when you round. Last one. Good, and now let's move with it. So what we're going to do is inhale, arching the back. Exhale, you round your back and you push back into child's pose on your whole exhale. And your inhale starts when you move forward, arching the back, coming up. Inhale, exhale starts, and then you start curling your back, pressing back into child's pose. So take that 5 more times. Two more. And that was the last one. Good. All right. So now we're here in child's pose. We're going to go back up into all fours and we're going to go into our first down dog. Let's first push into down dog. So, because it's the first one, just bend your knees, walk it out, as they say. Really already start pushing through the hands. Very good. Walk it out. Maybe you take your right knee in and find a nice stretch on the left. Maybe you take your left knee in, find a nice stretch on the right side of your body. Just, you can play around here a little bit. Good. But, so, we're here in our down dog and we're just going to go forward. Again, engaging the belly button a little more now. So, initiating at the belly button in our movement. So, belly button to spine. And come into your plank. Exhale, back to down dog, and it's the belly button that leads the way, so to speak. Inhale to the front, and exhale to the back. If this is too much on hands and feet like this, you can always lower the knees. So then it'll look like this. So in all fours, you go to your half plank, and exhale, you go to down dog. Inhale to all fours, exhale down to plank. And make sure you keep that engagement in your core when you go to all fours, and then to down dog if you're not going to the plank. When you go down to all fours, it's a little easier to lose the engagement. So really set your mind to it. And you can also, if you want to challenge yourself, and you can also alternate. So all fours to down dog. And then take one plank to down dog. But your next one, you'll go to your knees. And to down dog. Good. All right. I think we've had enough here. So just push back into child's pose for just a moment, because this was quite an active inversion already, with our head lower than our pelvis. But then we're going to come up anyhow, but we're going to come up by pushing back into down dog and walking forward into a forward fold. So when you're ready, come to all fours, press into down dog. Maybe take one moment to come on your tippy toes and send those sit bones up. Maybe bend your knees to find a bigger tilt with your pelvis. Then later you can always try to straighten the legs. Good, and let the heels move toward the mat. And then walk forward into your forward fold. Let your head hang. Knees are bent. Shake yes. Shake no. And end with a yes. Very good. And then take your hands to your waist. On an inhale, come halfway up. And on your exhale, come all the way up. All right. Okay, so we've had our little warm up. Let's continue with our standing poses. Come to the wide side of your mat. Your feet are nicely apart. I would say about 3 to 4 feet. That would be like a meter and a half. And then we're going to turn out our right foot and turn out our left heel to the back of the mat. We're in this open position, so your hips are nice and open. You're going to engage the buttocks. Now you notice already that your pelvis is pushing a little forward. It opens them up even more. And on an inhale, we take our arms horizontal. And on an exhale, we bend the front knee just right above our ankle. And we're here in warrior two with our gaze over our right hand. Really pressing through both feet. See if you can engage the buttocks while pushing in the feet. Really making this an active pose. Legs are working. Find your breath deep in the belly. Good. One more breath. And then bring your front arm to your right thigh and your left arm over past your ear. Extend it. Feel the nice stretch all the way from your left fingertips to the left outside of your foot. Make sure you don't lose that engagement, so really keep those buttocks engaged. Don't make it sway out like this. Really engage those buttocks. Send the hips a little forward, but make sure your knee doesn't cave in the front. Really keep it over your ankle. Good. Engage. Lengthen. Find your breath. And on your next inhale, push back up into warrior two. And exhale. But we're gonna do the next pose too, because we're gonna make a little flow out of this. So we're gonna come back into our warrior two. So bend that front knee. Then we're gonna lower our left arm towards our left back leg, and our right arm comes up and our gaze goes along with it. Opening on the right side of our body. Especially here, keep those buttocks engaged, feet pressing into the floor to keep your balance. Shoulders low. Good. Reverse warrior. Good. On an inhale, press through that knee and back out, and toes back to the middle. Let's take this in a little flow here on the right. So your toes are pointing to the right side of your mat again. Now turn them again out. So right foot turns out to the right, left heel out to the left, and let's take what we just did in a little flow. So inhale up with our breath, exhale, sink down into your warrior two. Good. Inhale, exhale. And here we go. Inhale to extended side angle. Exhale. Back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, warrior two. Good. And let's continue. Inhale to side angle. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Last one. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Good. And then to come out, press through that front knee. Turn your feet back to the front. And let's take this all to the left.
Christmas cookies.
Yeah, that's good.
I want it for my tea party.
Oh, okay. Okay, so here we go. Now we take this all to the left, but I want to keep the poses a little bit. So we're first going to do warrior two, extended and reverse with a few breaths in every pose. And then after that, we'll take it into a flow. So come to the right side of your mat. You were there already. Now turn your left foot out, turn your right heel out to the back. Make sure your front heel is lined up with the middle of your back arch. On an inhale, our arms come up. And on an exhale, we bend into that front knee over front ankle. Let's first find our breath here. Think about those feet pressing into the mat. Think about your buttocks, engage, feeling your pelvis a bit more widening and opening up on the front. Long arms, reaching both sides to the front and to the back. Good. Find your breath. keep your focus on the breath, even if there's all kinds of noises. Good, and let's come into our extended side angle. So left arm goes to left thigh, left lower arm to left thigh, right arm overhead, reach all the way from your right fingertips to the outside of your right foot. See if you can keep that shoulder away from the ears. Good. Take a few breaths here. Make sure you're really pushing out of the feet and you're not dumping into your hip or into your shoulder. It's a really activating, strengthening pose, but also opening up, and in that way, in yoga terms, cooling. Because we're generating heat, but we're open, so it's also dissipating easily, more easily. Good. And then come back to your warrior two. And let's come into our reverse warrior. So right arm goes to our right leg, lands on our right back leg, left arm comes up. Our gaze goes up with the left hand. You can go even a little further if you want to feel a little more stretch on the left. A little bit more compression here on the right, but stay lifted. Good. One more breath. Okay, and lower the arms back into warrior two and straighten that leg. Good. Shake your legs out for just a moment before we go into the flow, and let's go through the flow 3-4 times. See how we feel. Okay. See how you feel. Okay, so everything to the left again. Left foot turns out. Right heel turns out. Nicely lined up the feet. Heel with arch in the back. Pressing through the feet. Engaging the buttocks. Arms come up on an inhale. Exhale, sink into your warrior two. Really try to keep that arm really in line with your front arm. So you're really opening up through the chest. And here we go with our flow. So inhale, extend it. Exhale, back warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Extended side angle. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse, and exhale, warrior two. I think we're good on this side. And then press out, turn your toes back forward, and then heel, toe, everything together. Alrighty, so the next one, it's gonna be really creating some heat, but there's a few variations to it. It's called the Skandasana, so we're gonna come back into our wide stance, little wider stance, and we're gonna take our hands to our waist, and then we're gonna bend into that right knee over right foot, come back and to the left, up and down, up and down. So it's really a workout for your quads and your glutes. Up and down. You can also try it with your feet turned out. So down, through the middle, and left. But let's stay here for now. Take a few more. And then for those who would like an extra challenge and who possess the flexibility, you can go down, all the way down, stretching the left leg, turning your foot parallel. And then from this low squat, push back up through the middle to the other side and come down. Make sure your foot is flexed and up, and then press up from that left leg and back to the other side. This is very strengthening very heating. But again, our pose here is open. So if you need help, you can always use your fingers to come from the one to the other side. Up to you. But when you're here, make sure your knee goes over your foot. So your knee is not coming inward. Really have it lead over the foot. Good. And back up to the middle. Or you're just here. And it's not just. This is quite the exercise too. And this is where you can start, build the strength, and then you can add on when your power increases. Good. All right. Good. I think we've had enough, so bend your knees and come back up for a moment. Shake your legs out. Find your breath. And so we strengthened our quads and our hip flexors and our glutes in that exercise, so that now we can take this stretch, this spread-legged forward fold. So you can take it from the side. Your feet are wide, your toes are pointed forward, and yes, hands at the waist. Really pushing through the feet, and we're going to tip from the waist forward. Long back, long neck. Good. You might need to take a little micro bend if it's too much on the hamstrings. It's always better to, be safe than sorry. So a little bend is totally okay. Hold it, and then extend your hands to the mat. And if the mat is too far away for you for the back to stay straight, you take your block and you go down. Good. So you make sure you have a long spine, long neck. Good. And what we want to feel here is actually we were tipping from the waist, so you're really rolling that. I'll go back out of it again. So you're really rolling your hips forward. Rolling, tilting your pelvis. Good. And this will widen up and stretch your pelvis. Create space, and that leads to more mobility in the hips. Good. And in general, more ease with moving. Okay, so now we're going to place our right hand in the middle, and we're going to just take our left arm up on an inhale and exhale down. And we do that 4 more times. Inhale and exhale. 3. Inhale up. Exhale down. 4, and the last one. Inhale. And switch to the other side. Two more. Good. Now, either with or without the block, wherever you were, we're going to come out, but make sure your spine is nice and straight. But to come out, let's bend the knees. Bring your hands. If you really engage your belly button to spine, bring your hands to the waist. And on an inhale and an exhale, come up. Good. All right. So we stretch the backs of our legs, our hips with that one. I wanted to try something, and there's our last pose. It's Warrior 3, but with a little bit of an exercise in it. So your feet are hip width apart. Let's transfer your weight to your left leg. Your right knee comes up. Then take your right arm and place it behind your head, and your left arm is on your waist. Then bend your standing leg a little bit. That helps with balance. And then we're going to take little crunches. We're going to take elbows to knees. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. From the side it looks like this. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. And then release the hands. But now in one inhale, try and see if you can bring the leg back and your arms stay in airplane, and you don't need to be all the way horizontal. You can be here in your airplane, or here, or if you want, you go all the way. Good. Now bring that knee back forward, grab it with your hands if you like, maybe pull it up and set it down. And then we'll do that on the left. Then we've closed our hips a little bit since we were open so much all the time. And we did a little bit of abs. So a very short little warrior 3 now on the left. So really find your balance on your right leg, really strong leg, foot. Feel all the corners on the mat. Take your left, I think we have another carpenter in the house. So really ground through that right leg, bring up that left knee, good. Left hand behind the head, right hand on your right waist. And then inhale and exhale, a little crunch. Inhale and crunch, ooh. Inhale, and you can of course always use a wall. Always use a wall here. Maybe one more. Good. Now I'm just going to do it like this for a moment. Bring your hands next to your body, but start that movement backward with your leg into your warrior 3. When you bend your standing leg a little bit, it really helps with the balance. So this is a warrior 3, here is a warrior 3, and this is also warrior 3, wherever you are at. As long as your foot is pointed downward. And you're trying to make a long line from head to toe. And be it here, or here, or here, you keep that straight line. Good. All right, and then bring that left knee back up, grab it, and maybe pull it a little closer, and let it go. Good. All right, that was our standing poses. So let's continue to a bit more opening up of the body, and I'll talk you through it. It'll be a sun salutation with some stretches that are more straightforward, and some stretches where we're opening the hips a little bit again. Okay, so come to the front end of your mat. I'll go from the side. Inhale, arms up, exhale and fold. You can take a nice bend with the knee here. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen through the back. Exhale and fold. Good. Plant your palms and step back with your right leg. But also take that right knee down. Uncurl your foot. Engage your core. And press through that left foot up with your hands on your thighs. Good. Now you feel already quite stable, I hope, here. See if you can engage the buttocks. Then you'll notice your thigh gets pushed forward a little more, and you get a nice stretch there on the front of that hip. Good. Take one more inhale. See if you can lift your chest. Lift your chest. Sun is going down in Pittsburgh. It's supposed to be the last nice day, warm day, so. Okay, and then plant your palms, frame your foot, plant your palms. And then we're gonna, come to your fingertips. What we're gonna do is move back. So try and see if you can straighten. You don't need to straighten it. You can also be here and come forward. But when you come back, try and see if you can tip that pelvis. Send those sits bones to the back. Good. And to the front. And back. and front. Just moving and stretching the back of the leg. Good. And exhale back, inhale to the front. And exhale back, good. Inhale, exhale. And when you go forward, see if you can let your hips drift forward. And exhale back. Good. And one more time to the front, inhale. And exhale back. And now what we're going to do, you can place your hands a little closer to you, like not as close, farther away from your foot. And then we're going to point that foot. See. Find another stretch. Find your breath. Lengthen through the back. Maybe indeed, sorry I didn't mention it, but you know, some of you might need blocks here or books. You want to make sure your back is nice and straight. Good. All right, and then bend through that front knee, plant your palms, step back into down dog. Come into your plank and lower to the floor. Inhale, little cobra. Exhale, back to the floor. Inhale, back to down dog. Good, and then step your right foot up in between your hands and your left. And then all the way up with an inhale. Hands together and exhale, hands to heart. Very good. And then we take it to the left. And because we want it to be a bit more cooling, we shouldn't really do the plank part and everything. But as long as you don't do a chaturanga, you know, which is even more intense, then, you know, just do what feels good. Here we go. Inhale up and exhale, fold. Bend your knees here, nice and deep if you want to. Inhale, lengthen the back. Exhale, plant your palms. Now step your left foot back and your left knee comes down. Uncurl the toes, engage your core and press through that right front foot up. Feel the engagement in the front of your left hip. See if you can engage your buttocks and feel even more of a stretch on the front of your quad. Left quad, front of your leg, that's the quad, sorry. Nice breath in the belly, gaze a little bit up, sternum a little up. Nice belly breath. Good. All right, and then let's plant our palms down, frame our foot, and come into the movement of backward with flexing the foot and forward. Let's not straighten the leg right away, just find a little movement first. And then, if it feels good, you might want to start stretching that front leg. Inhale front, exhale back. Inhale front and exhale back. Inhale. And last one, back, good. And then see, bring your hands a little far closer by, or your hands and your blocks. And then see if you can point that right foot. Good. See that your hips try to stay level. Try to stay level with your hips. So not being here or more forward. See if you can pull them in line with each other. Really squaring off this. Often we need to just pull back, in this case, the right hip of the extended leg a little bit. Good. Oh yeah, pointed foot here. There we go. A few nice breaths. Long back. Good. And then slowly come forward, plant your palms, step back into down dog with your right foot. Come, inhale to plank, exhale to your mat. Inhale, little cobra. Exhale, down to the mat. And sorry, on that same exhale, all the way down to back to down dog. Take your left leg to the front and your right to meet it. And a nice inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands to heart. All right, very good. Okay, that's beautiful. Oh, we have a little spectator and she has drawn me on the little drawing board in down dog. Maybe, yeah. Very good. Okay, I think time-wise, honey, watch out, it's gonna fall, the clock and everything. Time-wise, I think we're gonna go on with the rest of it. I had one more stretch, but I think we're doing okay. So let's come to the top of your mat and let's take a half sun salutation, as in arms up, inhale, exhale, fold. Richly bend the knees, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, bend. And then just step back into, was just a way to come down into down dog. We're gonna combine here our inversion, our active inversion. So we're in down dog, we're gonna lift our right leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. Very good. Oh my goodness, I see mosquitoes. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah. Okay, and then bend that knee back, bring that knee to the front and see if we can crunch it to the left. Back up, bend it, open it, and bring that knee to the middle. We've done this before, it's just very effective. And up, bend the knee, open the hip, and bring the knee all the way to the front. Right elbow. Okay, and come back into down dog. For a moment, get your knees down to the mat and sit back.
He got attacked by a squirrel.
Echt waar?
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, well, maybe you need to go help her. Ga je er even helpen?
With what? It's already...
Ga je nootjes gooien naar de eekhoorn?
No,
Ja. Dan gaat hij...
I don't know where it is.
Okay, I need to go on. So we're ready. Okay, we had a little break. And let's come back down, back into our down dog and do it on the left. So getting our active inversion done and our abs. So here we go, left leg up. Bend the knee, open the hip. Maybe peek under your left armpit. Exhale, bring that knee back all the way to your right elbow. And back up. Inhale, bend, open the hip. Exhale, to the middle. Good. Inhale, bend the knee, open the hip, and exhale all the way to the left. And bring it back up. And just let it flow down into your down dog. Good. Knees to the floor, to the mat, and press back into down dog. Yes, I know. Heel veel acorns. Very many squirrels. Okay. And then we're already gonna, after this little intense crunch, let's come to our all fours and then just down to your belly to refocus on the breath for a moment. So in crocodile, fold your forearms, let your head rest. Find your breath. Notice your belly pressing into the mat. Maybe you've gotten so well in touch with your breath that you notice also the sides of your lower back expanding when you breathe in. Maybe even your lower back. Take 3 more breaths. Good. And then first bring your hands under your shoulders and press back into all fours. And from here we're going to go into our back bend. Yeah, babe? What is there? Oh, it's okay. Okay, this is all fours. We're going to go into our pigeon prep for the back bend. So we're going to take our right knee and place it behind our right hand. And then we're going to extend. Sorry, I'm getting itchy because I feel mosquitoes, but it was just one, I think, for now. Okay, so right knee goes to your right hand. You extend your left. Superleuk, wat is dat?
It's you on your leg.
Okay. Okay, good. So first let's go down. Let's get onto our forearms. If you feel that you need support under your right buttocks or under your hip here, grab a blanket or maybe a block. I think a blanket is probably enough. Here, just a little support here. Your heel is at your pubic bone. Your left leg is extended. And see if you can keep your hips level. For that reason too, either a blanket under your buttocks or even another blanket under your left hip helps you really relax into the pose. So first we're going to be on our forearms for a little bit, and then we're going to increase the back bend by straightening our arms. So find your breath here. You can also just have your head in line with your spine, of course. You don't need to have it falling down to the mat. Good. And when you feel your hips are level and you're ready, then bring your right hand closer to your knees. Maybe it's not immediately right in front of the knees, but maybe it's about 20 centimeters ahead, and you push up. And you find your breath in your belly and your gaze is forward. And if you've done a few breaths here, maybe you want to take your hands a little closer. And then your hand can be next to your knee too. Notice the breath in your belly expanding on the inhale and exhale. Back towards your spine. Good. You can always take your hands to fingertips if you want a little more increased back bend here, but it's not necessary. Yogi's choice. Do what feels good for you today. Good. And then to come out, take that blanket out and just for now roll to the side of that right buttocks. Good. And then bring your left leg back in, and we'll take just a few windshield wipers like this. Okay. Yes. Good. And then it'll be less fluid, but just come back to your all fours, and we're going to take that pigeon prep on the other side. So in all fours, we're going to take our left knee to our left hand. We're going to extend that right leg back. Your left heel is really, it's possible that it touches your pubic bone, otherwise it's at the same line as your pubic bone. And then let's come to the front arms first. Really see that we align our hips so that they're at the same level, so we're not rolling over to this side or rolling over to the other side, but find that level spot. And if you need a blanket there, don't, just do it. You know your body. So gaze can be a little bit forward here on your forearms. It can be a little forward in between your hands, so that your neck is in line with your spine here. Good. Find your breath. Lengthen through that back leg, that straight back leg. Find your breath. Good. And then take your hands a little bit closer, maybe the size of one hand. Bring it in one hand like this. Push through the hands. Engage belly button to spine. Good. Hallo lieve Ruby. Hallo Cookie. Gekke doos. Oh, je gaat zo ook meedoen. Lekker hoor. Lekkere dodo. Heel goed, heel goed. Nou, ik heb al mijn haren. Hartstikke leuk. En dan, heel goed. I was just taking my hand away there. Out from under Ruby's butt. And the other one a little closer. Good. So you're increasing the back bend. You're coming more straight up. And your gaze is also forward. Just slightly stepwise increasing the back bend here. Find that breath in your belly. And if you want, take your hands to fingertips to increase it a little bit more, but this is very good already. I have to say, once I started, I kind of forgot about all the noises around me, so I hope that also worked for you. Now that I focused my attention on it, of course, everybody. But anyway, I noticed that the noises went away when I was concentrating on my postures. And so yeah, really you can do yoga anywhere. It doesn't need to be super silent. It is the challenge of yoga, to quiet the mind amongst all kinds of racket and ruckus, yes. Okay, all right, well, now gently come out of here again by rolling onto that left buttocks now. Bring that right leg forward and come indeed to another little windshield wiper on the front. Okay. All right, and then we're gonna come into our staff pose or Dandasana, and let's take it. Maybe I'll take it I'll take it to the front, or I can take it here. That's totally fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and again, if in your staff pose, in your Dandasana, if you need a blanket under your buttocks, because I've mentioned this before, I'm sure, you sit like this. That's of course not good. You want to sit on top of those sits bones and have a long, low back. Oh, itchy from the hairs of Ruby. Okay, then take a blanket here in your Dandasana. And then we're not going to stay here very long, because we're going to go right away into a stretch, a lateral stretch, but with a twist. So let's take our left leg, bend our left knee, and take our left foot to the inside of our right thigh. Yeah. And you know what? Let's open that right leg a little bit. So from straight ahead, let's take it to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I think 1 o'clock is already good. So 12, 1, 2, 3, have it on 1 o'clock. Okay. So a little bit open here. We're gonna lengthen up our arms up. Really sit on our sits bones. Good. And then we're gonna twist to the left. Our right hand comes to our left knee, and our left hand goes behind our sacrum on the floor. And we take a nice inhale, elongate the spine, and on an exhale we turn backward. We twist towards our left shoulder. Good. Twisting from the waist, keeping the hips where they are. Waist, rib cage, shoulders, and your gaze. Very good. Find a nice inhale. Exhale. See if you can let go of any tension on your exhale. Good. All right. And then gently twist back. And what we're then going to do, I'm going to again lift our arms up. We are going to turn left again towards the bent knee. But then we're going to take our hand, right hand, to the inside of our leg, or to the outside, or on the top of the leg, whatever feels comfortable for you. And the left arm is going to come over and stretch like this. Good. Trying to open in the front. I know it's really hard. See, one inhale, inhale open, and exhale. See if you can relax. Lengthen the arm, but keep the space from ear to shoulder. A little open. Good. And then first turn your head maybe back to your leg, and then come out of that stretch. Then we're going to take it on the other side. But let's turn around a little bit. So you just take that leg in, take the legs in, come back to Dandasana for a moment. So staff pose with the two legs out in front. I'll take it at a slight angle. So this time we're going to take bend our right knee, bring it in, and let's take our left leg to 11 o'clock, a little bit open. Okay, so try and sit on your sits bones here. Good. So this is a slight opening. You could, if you have the flexibility, of course, by all means go to 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock. I'll take it at 10 here now. All right, so then inhale, arms up, and exhale, twist to the right, and let the arms come down, left hand to right knee, right hand back at your sacrum on the floor. Lengthening through the spine on an inhale and on an exhale. Twist from the waist, your rib cage, your chest and shoulders, and last maybe your head. I feel I'm a little stiff here today, but it is a big twist. Since we're opening to the left and twisting to the right, it's a bigger twist. Good. Inhale, heel even wachten. Inhale, elongate, and exhale. See, maybe pull your belly button to spine, make it a bit more compact, but also see if you can keep it soft. Yeah, it's hard. Soft. Twisting to the right. Good. On an inhale, elongate the spine, long neck, and then gently twist back. Now we're going to raise our arms again on an inhale, and then we're going to take our left arm and bring it either on top of the leg or in front of the leg or on the outside. I'm going to take it here on the inside, and our right arm is just going to lengthen up and over and coming, reaching for those toes there. But as you can see, I have a long way to go. We want to really open up here, open the chest. We don't want to round the back here. No, we want to have the open chest, long neck, long spine, reaching to the right. Find your breath. Maybe I'll inhale, try and open up a little more. And then exhale, see if you can release that shoulder a little away without losing the length in the arm. Good. Your hand can, of course, always be at your knee or your other hand or on your thigh. wherever you are. Breathe. And on the inhale, reach up and out. Slowly but surely. Good. All right. What we're going to do now, yes, we're going to extend our legs to the front. And then I'll show you the next one. So we have our legs in front in Dandasana, but let's then bend the left knee. Let that left leg stay in the front and take your right knee and bend it and put it behind. And your foot would be at your left foot would be at your right knee. And so your hip is a little up and it can move. Okay, so what we're going to do now is just going to open up and stretch to the left. So our left leg is in front, our right leg is bent and towards our buttocks. And what we're going to do is on an inhale, we're going to take that right arm and inhale and see if we can push up from our left arm. Bring those hips forward, reach with that right hand backward. Find that nice stretch. And on an exhale, come back. Good. And let's take that a few more times because it feels good. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Maybe 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. And last one. And exhale. Good. And now just nothing fancy. Just switch the legs around. So right leg in front, left leg bends and goes to the back, and your knee would then be at your right foot, sorry. And your right hand comes to the side, a little bit to the back, placed a little bit to the back. And on your inhale, your arm goes up and backward, and then you push up from that back arm. See if you can stretch out those hips to the front, and your gaze goes along with your left arm. On an inhale and exhale back down. And inhale back up. And exhale. Inhale. You can always check at the door, honey. Je kunt altijd aan de deur gaan vragen. En inhale. Maar she is home. Oh, dat weet ik ook niet. Wait, just one more. We're almost there, almost finished at the end of our practice here. Opening and cooling in a way. It was warming, but also cooling. Okay, one more, because it feels good. And my left hip is very tight. Okay. And come out of it. Good. Yes, we are actually really coming towards the end. We're gonna now just find your way onto your back, and we're gonna take our knees. So if you're up here, you know, a nice way to roll back is just hold on to your hamstrings and then just roll back onto your back, or whatever feels, whatever you prefer. Oh gosh, that sun is very bright already. So let's extend the right leg, and if you have a block handy, first, take your block if you have it, and if you don't have it, it's fine too. Now just first bring that left knee into your chest while your right leg is extended. Good. Now bring that left foot down to the mat for a moment, and then bring that block under your hips. Good. And then take that left knee again and do that same stretch. Okay, it might feel a little different. See what you notice. Maybe on an inhale, let the knee veer out a little, and on an exhale, bring it closer. Inhale out, and exhale closer. Good. And now hold it there. Lengthening through that long leg. That leg needs to stay on the ground. Good. And then bring that left leg back to the floor, and bring your right leg in. And now take your right knee to your chest and extend the left leg. Good. Extend the left leg, take your right knee into the chest. Notice the nice stretch there on the left. Good, and then maybe a few times inhale out and exhale back to the chest. Inhale, exhale, inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. Good. All right. And then bring that right foot down. Take your left leg in and put your left sole of your foot also on the ground. Then gently raise your hips and get the block out of there. And then we're going to take our knees both back in. Good. And then, yeah, we're going to take the outside of our right foot. So we're going to take the sole of our foot up, and your right hand comes to the outside of your foot or at the ankle. And now your left leg, your left foot, the sole of your foot comes up, and your left hand grabs either the ankle or the outside of your foot, and you're in happy baby. And you can have it a little tight, but maybe it feels good to bring the hips a little bit wider. There you go. It was a funny transition from the Apanasana, knees to chest pose. And Apanasana means also wind, I think. The wind pose. I wonder what kind of wind. It's very good for digestion, yes. Etc. Good. So here you're in your happy baby. Maybe you want to wiggle a bit like this. And then bring your soles of your feet together and let your feet, maybe your hands are at your ankles, and then let your knees fold forward a bit, or let them move forward. So you find a nice stretch for the inner thighs here in reclined butterfly. Soles of the feet pressing together. Hands at the ankles. Good. And then bring the knees together for a moment. And then extend your left leg. Take your right knee in. Maybe you want to move your hips a little bit to the right. And then let that right knee come to the left for a reclined spinal twist. Your right hand extends to the right, and your left hand can either be also to the left, as in a T, or your left hand can be at your right knee. And your gaze, if you want, you can turn your gaze over your right hand. Find your breath. And one more breath. And then carefully guide that knee back up. Put the sole of your feet down, and maybe you have to readjust your hips here a little bit. And then take your left knee in. Extend your right leg. Wait, just first move the hips a little bit to the left, then extend your right leg. Take your right hand to your left knee. Your left hand extends. I know, that's a big ant. Left hand extends, and this is lovely, Ruby. Thank you, Cookie. Left hand extended, right hand on your knee, and then guide that left knee over to the right. See if you really try to keep that left shoulder towards the floor, or really on the floor if you can. Feel the breath in your belly. Sometimes you can also put your hand here, your right hand on your belly. And your gaze can be up, or maybe even to the left, gazing over your hand. Feel the breath under your hand. Nice belly breath. And on your exhale, really letting go of any tension you feel anywhere. Good. And then slowly turn your head back to neutral if it wasn't there already, and then move your hips over, your knee. Maybe take your right knee in for a moment. And then place the soles of your feet back on the mat. And then let's get our block again for our supported bridge. So place the block under your hips. Good. And as a guidance, you can always put your thumbs in your navel, your belly button, and then draw this line, and there should be your block, sort of, kind of. Sometimes it needs to be a little higher. There you go. Okay, and then soles of your feet are on the floor, on the mat. Hands are active on the mat. You curl your shoulders under a little bit. Good. Not a little bit. You curl your shoulders under. You want to have a sturdy setup here. Active and strong, pushing in. And why we do that is because we don't want any tension or gravity working on our neck. So when we put our legs up and that weight, pushing into the neck, we don't want that. So take your knees up. And then when you're ready, extend your legs up. They don't need to, your legs don't need to be straight, your feet don't need to be flexed or anything, just let them hang out there. As long as they are pointing towards the ceiling. Active arms, shoulders. You can take a little side to side with your neck to really see whether there's nothing, pressing onto your neck. Find your breath. And then we're getting towards the end of this practice. Close your eyes and maybe notice the breath at your nose. Coming in and out. A little dry on the way in. And a little warm and more moist, definitely, on the way out. Focus your attention on the space behind the middle of your forehead. And then move your attention in the space behind the middle of your eyes. Relax your cheeks, your jaw, your ears, your temples, your chin. Soften your throat. And then when you're ready, bend your knees, bring your soles of the feet to the floor. Gently lift up your hips. Take away the block and just notice how your back feels. Keep your eyes closed for just a moment. And then roll to your side. Keep your eyes closed for just 1 or 2 more breaths. And then softly open your eyes. And press back up to seated. Nice and straight. Take your hands to heart and fold forward to seal in the benefits of your practice. And come up. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you for joining me today with this practice. Hope you enjoyed it. And see you next time. Hè, Rubus? Dikke dodo? Is oké. Is een lekkere baby. Oh, such a dikkie dik. Goed zo. We made it. We made it through the noise. Very good. Yeah, we can definitely do that. Just need to put your mind to it. Okay. Oopla.